Project, man, coming to y'all live and direct. Man, want to give you your flowers, man. Doing some great work out there. So
Thank you, thank you.
keep doing what you're doing. So at this moment, let everybody know who you are and where they can find
It's,
you at.
it's your boy Jaaè Music. That's JAA with the X and on the E. Do not forget it, please. If you want to follow me on Instagram, that's at Jaaè Music, JAAE Music, MUSIQQ.
Okay. All right. So, how we gonna start this thing off, right? So, who is Jay?
Who is Jaaè? I am a Arizona rapper, Arizona artist, somebody who is very indulged and serious about their craft and their work. Just someone who's dedicated and has a passion for music.
Joe. Did I say that right?
Joe is my alter ego. Yeah.
So, all right. So, give us the difference
Yeah,
between
so
those.
Joe is a new alter ego. I came up with him about a year and a half ago. It's just kind of like I kind of compare it to Nicki Minaj's Roman.
Okay.
Kind of like being able to say the things that I don't necessarily want to say, but it gives me an excuse to be like, oh well, I didn't say it. Joe said it. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely when I've got some flame in me, some fire in me, when I got something to say, when somebody pissed me off, or something pissed me off, I feel like that's when I kind of tap back into that bag of Joe. So that's really who he is. He's just somebody who has a louder voice than I do.
Okay. So, with that being said, right, what do you want the people to know about you? Like, you know what I'm saying? What you really want to promote right now?
Right now, I really want to promote my new EP, Diamond Mine. I just dropped on Friday, and also my new music video that I'm dropping tomorrow for a song that's on that EP called Spooky. So make sure y'all check that out. And there's also a continuation to this EP, Diamond Mine, called Diamond Mouth. So it'll be another 9 tracks that I'm giving at the end of this month.
Okay.
Yeah.
Definitely was definitely checking out that spooky though. You know what I'm saying? That junk been played about it quite a few times. So
I
definitely.
appreciate y'all. Thank you. Yeah, that record, it's very. Right now, I'm very heavily inspired by Doechii. Shout out to Doechii.
Big shout out.
Big shout out to Doechii. She definitely is a trooper. She's definitely someone who makes me feel like I need to go harder and push my pen harder in that aspect. And so Spooky is a old one of Doechii's old records back from like 2018, 2019. So that is actually a remix to Doechii's Spooky.
Right.
Coochie is the name of hers, but I flipped mine and just made it Spooky. But yeah, so that is me paying homage to Doechii. So thank y'all for streaming Spooky, and this is allowing me to reintroduce this song to a new crowd.
Yeah, let's definitely tune into Spooky now. Let's play it here
Let's do it.
and give a moment for the comments and the people to ask some questions down below.
Absolutely, let's do it.
Should be going.
So, but for the most part, while we waiting getting the music, we just want everybody to know this is Them Talks Crazy, man. Stay tuned in with us, man. We gonna rock out. It's Jaae, coming with the J-O-A-T, switching for the T-O-P, cause it's my J-O-B. Finna crack this wine, celebrate this time, you ain't mine, see you bleeding out, let out all the lies, buddy right, now you fantasize, blowing up my line, what you want, now you miss me right, put it on some line, on my own, you ain't in my ear, bitch, you moaning, you on my phone, I decline it like I'm on the mountain, on the road, you ain't with them hoes, how we roll, now I never roll, until I had them bitches home, and like the Wizard of Oz, you cowards don't post a threat. You're fighting over them lines like Wicked Witch of the West. And I said that with my chest. Don't run and post on my neck. Looking with J-O-A-T, then you know you booking the best. Trying to hit my cellular. Look who in the cellular. Drop you up, no hatchet die. Put you in the casket die. Bet you wish you never lost. Now I'm in the double up. You living real miserable. I'm falling like Sister God. J-double-A-E. Coming with the J-O-A-T. Reaching for the T-O-P. Cause this is my J-O-P. Nigga, it's J-double-A-E. Coming with the J-O-A-T. Switching for the T-O-P. Cause this is my J-O-P. Wanna be just whine it. Let me see you whine it. Can I get behind it? Let me be this violent. Nigga, it's J-double-A-E. Okay. That joint right there is smooth, man. Hope y'all like the vibe, man. Hit us in the comments, man. What y'all think about that record right there?
Sure.
Definitely let us know, man. Definitely let us know. But for the most part, though, right? What would you say been your most memorable moment in the studio with another artist?
Um, I can say probably back in 2022, shout out to Yana. It's another Arizona artist, big, huge supporter of mine. Somebody who's always showing love. We made a record, a couple of records, off of my one of my earlier projects called Dreams. Just being in that studio session with her, it's just always a core memory. We filmed like a little, a little visualizer while we were in there. So I think that that's why it's a core memory to me. But it was nothing special about that. There was nothing special about the session. I think it was just we was both vibing. We both have a passion for this music stuff. So I think just being in the studio together, we were just feeding off of each other's energy. So that's something that I
Right,
always remember.
right,
You know.
right. So I kind of got going to this I gotta tap into this though, right? So with this your music, right? How does you feel your music help with mental health?
Mm. I think my music helps with mental health. I don't know my music specifically, but I think I've got two answers to that. So I think that my music can help with mental health because it's relatable. It's something it's real. You know what I'm saying? It's real life. Whether it's a turn up song or something chill, you feel it in whatever I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? It lets you know that you're not the only person going through what you think that you know what I'm saying? Whatever's happening to you is not, you're not the only one. So I think that that's how my music can help in that aspect. But I think for me, it helps me with my mental health because when I am going through these certain things, I have a gateway, I have something to escape to, and I can go right, I can go to the studio, I can go on the stage. So mental health and music, I think, go hand in hand with one another. I think that if you utilize your gift, in music, you can create music for others to feel like an audio hug, if that makes
Right,
sense.
right.
Yeah.
So how did you decide which song went on your latest project?
So I've been working on these songs for almost a year now. I started working on these songs last November after my birthday mixtape, Tape 24. So it's just been a long time coming. Originally, I only had about 4 or 5 of these records, and I was just gonna push them out like that. But then I kind of pushed it, pulled it back, and then kept working, and I ended up having about 20 songs, about 18 songs or such. And so I was gonna deliver them in one setting,
Right,
but I felt that it was just too much to digest, especially for today's society. I feel like
right,
our attention span is so small. So I didn't wanna over deliver. So I decided to split these tracks. First half is Diamond Mine, and the second half will be Diamond Mouth. So, they go hand in hand. It's a continuation because they were all recorded together. So it honestly, when I was recording these songs, I had no direction. I didn't know what I wanted to do, what I wanted to put out. Diamond Mine just kind of became its own entity over time, and here we are.
So what would you say out of all your records that you have made, what would you say your most the one dear to you?
I would recommend honestly the Peak of My Prime 2, and if not that, my Joe album. But I think the Peak of My Prime 2 really really showed um, my skill and just showed myself as an artist and what I'm capable of doing because it was broken into to 3 different genres. So it was rap, it was like hip hop, rap, R&B, and Afrobeat. So I broke them down into different genres just to kind of show that I can make the music that I listen to. I can make the music that I'm inspired by, and that was just me trying. So I think that if there's a person out there, there's people out there who don't know who I am and want to find out and want to know what I'm capable of doing, I think that that's the album to go and listen to because it's such a ombre album. It just, you know what I'm saying. It leads into one another. They're sonically different, but they are cohesive. If that makes sense.
Right.
Yeah.
So if you could have anybody that you wanted to collab with right now, who would it be?
Like a mainstream artist.
Anybody.
Oh gosh. Well, if we're gonna say anybody, I'm gonna my number one answer is gonna be Nicki Minaj. That's always.
Okay.
But if it
Right.
weren't to be Nicki, it would be Doechii for sure. And if not Doechii, Tyler the Creator.
That's a good group.
Yeah,
Top three. Okay.
those are my top three. Big Sean would come right after. Yeah.
Roger that. Roger that.
Yes, sir.
So, what's your favorite part of creating your music? Is it like once you hear the beat, like you're like, "Ooh, I want to like," I hear the like what I'm gonna do on that, or like you're like, "Ooh, I already see how I'm gonna perform it."
I think for me, the best part about making music is seeing the final product. But I think my favorite part of that process is finding that beat and because I'm the type of artist that I mean the first 15, 20 seconds, 30 seconds, if I'm locked in with that beat, I'm locked in.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
You
eh,
come in with
vice
energy.
versa. Vice versa, if it's not, if I'm not feeling it, I know within that same time frame I'm not feeling it. And that's not to say that I cannot do it, but I know that there's just certain things that mm, that I've surpassed. And
Right.
so there's certain sonics that I won't touch. But I think that is my favorite part is scoping out the beat and always getting that same rush, that same high of, oh my gosh, I love this. Oh my gosh, I gotta now I can hear. I know how I'm gonna attack this when I get on the stage. I know how I'm gonna attack this when I get in the booth. Or so I think that is my favorite part is scoping out that beat and always feeling that rush again of oh my gosh.
Roger that. Roger that.
Yeah.
So we did touch in a little bit earlier about how you hope your music impacts others, but just like all around, especially even in the LGBT community, how do you hope your music impacts listeners there as well?
Honestly, I just hope to be a pioneer, and I hope to be, the one that's kind of leading that pack and showing that it is possible and showing that it is doable. It's not impossible. I That's why it's big shout out to Saucy Santana because with him being so flamboyant and him being so loud and colorful, yet still being accepted in the mainstream, he right there lets me know. I put it in in this perspective. It's like when and I revert back to Nikki, but it's like when she was coming out and it gave all of the girls who we know now who are in the mainstream rap, it gave them that hope, it gave them that glimpse in their eye of, oh my gosh, I can do it too.
Yeah.
So it's the same thing for me when I see him and I see Lil Nas X and I see these artists on the same stage and performing, doing the same thing that I want to do at the same magnitude. And they're of my community. So I just hope to be that, if not bigger, and I hope to, collaborate with those type of pioneers in this community to just make it bigger and make it more, I guess, accepting.
Yes. So you said on a whole total side note, right? You brought up Lil Nas X. So have you
Mm,
been seeing what's going on?
I have,
So
I
do you
have.
have any comments or like
Excuse me.
anything on that? That's been
I really I feel for him. I felt
that's
that.
what I feel as well. I just hope and pray
Yeah,
he gets some assistance or gets here is heard out because I feel like something's going on and he just needs someone to listen to,
yep,
or the people need to listen to what he's saying.
yeah. That's it. That's the one.
Yeah.
That's the
So,
one.
right. So this is the comment section right now. We gonna roll into the comment section. So, anybody in the comments got any questions for what we talked about for this great artist we got here on board with us? So, let us know, man. Anything y'all would like to ask? What about Snooky Angel? You see that?
What about Snooky Angel?
So I guess the question is, what about Snooky Angel?
Would I be crazy to say that I don't know what that is or who that is?
Oh, okay. I
Sorry
guess
to
we
that
all
man.
in the same boat then. All right. Well, anyway, we're gonna move right along then, cause I ain't know what that means. All right. I thought I was tripping for a second, but so what about this brain? Your brain. Tell us about your brain.
I got an Amber Alert. Say that again. I'm so sorry.
Your brain. Tell us about your brain.
Um, my brand. So I think that number one, that is almost like right under me writing my own lyrics. My brand is like my biggest thing. I think I don't know. I'm trying to still build and stamp certain things for me to say that this is, my brand. I think aesthetic wise, people see my two strand twist or my barrel rolls or my long braids, and they know who I am when I go to a show, or they know who I am when I'm outside. And that's a part of me building that brand and that image is just knowing, just having people know who I am when I step outside. As far as
Coming with aura.
say that again.
I said coming with some aura and
You
energy.
know,
They
you
know
have
your
to.
essence.
You have to, because people who don't know you will want to know who you are when you just exude energy, confidence, and just energy, and you know who you are, and what you're capable of when you walk into any building, any show, anything. So I think that that's always been kind of like my life, even as like a kid and going to school. I was the type of kid that was known by everybody, but so much so that there was people that would come up to me and say hi and give me hugs that I didn't know,
Right.
and they
Right.
calling me by name. So I feel like that was always preparing me and setting me up for where I am working towards, or what I'm working towards being now. Is that's what that is. I mean, being famous is all of these people know you, but you don't know these people. So
Well,
yeah,
let's remind the people where they can tap in with you, follow you, and see what's coming up next from you.
yeah. You can follow me and on any socials at J Music. That's JAAE Music MUSIQQ. And again, I'm on Apple, Spotify. I'm on all of the streaming platforms. So anywhere you listen to music, I'm there.
Right. Right. Right.
So we're gonna listen to one more song, and you said off your album we were talking about. Give us a song suggestion if you want the people to first hear one track from you. What are we listening to?
If I were to tell, and I'd probably do something off of my new EP, Diamond Mine. I think Dochi's Son is a very open and honest and relatable record.
All right,
Doji's
let's
son.
drop it. Doji's Son, you heard it here.
I want to shout out Dochi the Don, Dochi the D. It's my inspiration right now. You feel me? It's just been my time. But look, I fuck with Jeffrey K. Hefty was my idol. I had to be defensive when I was a little child with my neon skater vans. The ones that laced up to my ankles. All you fat bitches got them cankles. Hey boy activity, black boy nativity, shark boy aquatica, bomber jacket Nautica, bass knocking in this beat slapping, turn your volume up. I've been winning trophies, no gown capper. I was on the stage the same grade you dumb bitches learn how to do small fractions. Drag you by your neck, but no chiropractor. Still I'm popping in this shit crap. Ooh, look, most of y'all are the type of kids I hate. Since I'm the monster under your bed, you'll be the kid I ate. You think I want your pay right? I'll fuck 'em right in your face and take pain in your baby on a Chuck E. Cheese pizza day. Damn, Scorpio baby going crazy, ask your man. You niggas ain't rapping, giving green eggs in that ham. How you asking GPT to give you niggas bars though? Learn it from the super clean, but fuck a bar song. See how I just did it, how I constructed the bar hole. I'm like, all you niggas whack on, so you niggas suck, bro. You niggas pussy know what they no motherfucking tuck, though. What's up, though? Rapping Nicki M in the mirror when I'm bored. Put it in my head, I gotta get it like a chore. These niggas want my blessings, gotta put it up and lock it. Don't need these Batman niggas trying to set me up to rob it. Please stop it, the blessings my you niggas fiending for crystal rockets. Talking back to my mom up and out of pocket. Just so big, you think I'm flexing, just gotta drop it. Tap away right on this keypad, but I ain't dying. See these teardrops on my phone screen, watching Jaaè, but that's cause I let it die.
In the comments, let us know what y'all thinking. Put some emojis, give us a scale of 1 to 10 or 5. What y'all
I'm
thinking?
divided, undiscovered, one-sided, so one cover. But I never liked them, forever fuck 'em.
Wow,
Doji
that
Sun.
was quite the introduction, Jaaè. Can everybody give it up for Jaaè? Everybody give it up for Jaaè.
Jaaè,
Please,
give it up for Jaaè.
Okay. So that was dope. That was nice right there.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I love that
So,
record. That one is
Yeah.
one of my favorites off of that EP for sure.
Yes, y'all. So, we just were talking about Diamond Mine. And again, reminding people of the part 2 that should be coming out here soon.
Yes, the end of this month, the part 2 to Diamond Mine Diamond Mouth will be available September 26th.
Yes.
right.
Do you have any upcoming tours, shows, anything else
I
coming?
do. I have a really exciting show coming up on the 28th at the Monarch Theater out here in Phoenix, Arizona. So if anybody is in the area or wants to come and support, that's where it will be. I have the flyer posted up on my Instagram now for all the information. But yeah, that's a really big show that I'm excited for. It's a 10-minute set, so it's you don't get a lot
Right.
of time with these shows, so that's something
Yeah.
that I'm very grateful for. It was a free slot, so it just it worked out. So it's a show that I'm really excited for. It matches my aesthetic right now. It matches the era that I'm in. So it's a good look. So I'm really excited for it.
Right. So that's what's up. That's what's up. So give us give us a couple of your plans. What's coming up? Like
Of
short
course,
term and
my
long term.
my annual birthday mixtape. So every year on my birthday, I drop a mixtape or an EP or something. So
Okay.
of course, after Diamond Mouth drops, I'll let that ride out for a couple months and then start gearing up for the birthday mixtape. My birthday's November 19th, so every year it's always something. So this year,
Scorpio.
Scorpio.
Oh,
Yes,
okay.
so I have my last tape for my birthday. I have a song on there called Scorpio Effect. I had to make a song for my
You
for
already
my
know.
Scorpio people, but
Uh-huh.
yeah, so you know. But yeah, so that's the next plan. After these two little EPs come out, and then once tape 25 is out, I'll be working on a third installment to something else. So the true J fans know they could put some
It
pieces
never
together.
stops. It's always coming,
It's
something
constant.
coming.
It's
Stay
constant. I have
tuned.
to keep going. Yeah, like I was just
Any
filming a music video for Spooky on Monday. That'll be out tomorrow, 8 a.m. And then I've got another for Dochi's son. We did like a mic type of video, so that'll be out soon as well. So there's always work to be made and to be done.
so is there any producers that you would like to work with?
Um, Specifically off the top of my head right now, I can't think of anybody specific. I always do say though, I always say Timbaland. I always say Timbaland and Pharrell. Pharrell is somebody I always want to work with because I feel like his type of funky up, like quirky beats. I love to be playful in my songs, and I feel like being a rapper who is still upcoming, it's kind of hard to prove that you can do this and but still want to have fun and still be taken seriously. You know what I'm saying? Because when you
Yeah.
start making fun records, people be like, "Oh hell no, man, cut that shit off." Like, you know what I'm saying? That's just what people do. So you want to make records that are fitting to the people who are going to listen to it, but of course staying true to yourself. So it's always a battle, but
Right.
it's. I feel like that's Pharrell is someone who kind of mends those bridges together between what people think of rap and then what people think pop and R&B to be. He mends those bridges and brings all different types of artists together to make music. So Pharrell is definitely somebody who
That
I would.
was a great name right there to say right there. So I got to take my hat off to that because that's a great producer right there.
Yeah,
Engineer, all the above.
absolutely. Sure.
But like, so other than the influencers and everybody that you looked up to, right? So what would you have to say to the younger ones coming up under you? Now you is somebody that people look up to.
To just stay true to yourself and keep going, to never stop, and you have to be crazy to get where you want to be. I think um, being afraid is what stopped me from doing this a long time ago. So I would just tell them to keep going, and if it means whatever crazy means to you, I mean, then if it's your passion, then do it, because there's been times where I've done some crazy shit for this music. You know what I'm saying? I'm it's my passion. I'm dedicated, so I'm gonna feed this first before anything else. So and
Right.
I don't have no kids. I don't have, you know what I'm saying. I don't have responsibilities in the sense of they have to come first before everything else. You know what I'm saying? It's just me. I'm single. I don't have no kids. It's just me. So I'm married to the music. I'm married to making sure that this shit is right, so that when somebody who can do something with me, when they hear it, they see he's ready. Oh, he ready to go. They go if an A&R were to go on my Instagram right now and start looking through my stuff, is the
Right.
proof is in the pudding. The catalog is hefty. I tell people who try to disrespect me in that sense, I be telling them to check my credentials, because I don't have to say much. All you got to do is look my name up.
We got something in the comments, right? I kind of like what's said in the comments, right? It says sometimes fear helps you overcome. I mean,
Sometimes fear helps you overcome your fear to get through it. And I feel like that's I feel like that's fight or flight. I feel like that's just something that we naturally do. I think that at one point, like me personally, when there's a lot of pressure, when I'm under a lot of pressure, and I've been like this in school, when I'm under a lot of pressure is when I get the assignment done. When I got when I got the same day to turn it in is when I get it done. So I think that, and that's not necessarily fear, but it falls into that same category of like being so scared, you end up just becoming, I feel like it's like an adrenaline, like you don't feel it, so you go into it just however. And maybe it will get you through, but that's what I'm saying. You can never lose as long as you're trying. So
right. So, so would you say you more of a writer than a freestyler?
I'm a writer. I'm a writer bad, down bad. Freestyling, I can freestyle. Like if I'm in the booth, I can go punching for punching. I can sit there, and think of something, da, 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 rap it in the thing, in the mic, and I'll do that over and over and over. And then once it's all set, I'll do it again clean. You know what I'm saying? I'll
Right.
re-record it clean. That I can freestyle in that way. Give me turn on a beat type shit. I can't. I'm still learning how to get there, and that's just another challenge within myself that I'm still trying to accomplish. But right now, I know that what I am capable of doing right now is working for me. So whenever that time does come where I am able to freestyle off the dome, that will let you know that the grind never stopped and that I just kept going.
Right.
You know.
Right. So, if you could change one thing in the industry, what would it be?
If I could change one thing in the industry, what would it be? We'd be here all day.
Mhm.
Um, nah. I don't know. I don't know. I think just being very educated on the industry. I hear a lot of the times that there isn't a lot of freedom, and that you're on a. It's like you're on a leash with the label, them telling you when you can and when you cannot release music, and to think about how much freedom I have right now as a independent artist, not being signed to anybody. I if I want to drop 10 songs today, I will, and if I want to drop another 30 tomorrow, then I will, and no one's gonna tell me that I cannot do it. So I think that that's something that I would like to change, is just having more freedom, but then that also pushes me to want to be able to be an independent artist, but still be still have a mainstream push. You know what I'm saying? Still have the magnitude of a mainstream artist. But like Sierra, for an example, she has her own label. She's been popping back out. She just dropped the album. Shout out to her, and it's amazing. She's signed to her own. She's you know what I'm saying? She's releasing on her
Right.
own label, and so that's something that I would love to accomplish in life. So that's definitely an inspiration to me for sure.
So, with that being said, right, let the people know who you are and where to follow you at one more time.
Yeah, again, it's your boy Jay Music. You can find me on Instagram at J Music. That's JAAE Music MUSIQQ.
So,
Jay,
This is your
Why don't
boy
you
Fly
introduce
High
yourself to the
Jet,
world?
man. Thank y'all for tuning in.
Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you for your time.
Hey, my name's Jaaè, that's
Thank you.
Y'all make sure to stream.
Yeah, stream Diamond Mine. Diamond Mouse will be out September 26th.
So much will be linked down below in the comments, y'all.
Big love, we out.
Thank y'all.